weird, but I'm gonna try to do my best to show you how this camera runs and operates with the Sigma 105 macro lens. And yeah, you guys some photo examples here. So you guys see I'm kind of far back from this, and I've set the focus range to much closer, so it's not going to allow me to focus until I get up much closer. And we'll find that sweet spot. 200. That should deal with the camera shake. And then let's get in there and take some pictures. But yeah, let's take some shots and see what we can get. I don't know how great this is going to show up on the camera, and I am looking at it from an interesting angle, but we'll see what this can do with those handicaps in play. And just press into something like this here. Get a nice tree. There's some cool fibers and textures. See what that turns out to. Everything I take pictures of here, I'll go ahead and put on the YouTube video for you guys to see. But yeah, I love these flowers. I always walk by them. I'm gonna have a hard time focusing here. I'm gonna switch it to manual focus for now. Take some pictures. We are at a very low f-stop though, so hopefully this focus system works to my favor. Let's frame that. Put those to the top there. And see that photo. See how that one came out. Dig it. Anyways, so yeah, this is my neighborhood. I do enjoy the macro lens because it turns atmospheres that are otherwise quite dull into quite the experience. Yeah, using quite there twice is great, but I am not much of a street photographer. I feel it's a little invasive. Flowers really can't complain. I guess if they could, I might not take pictures of them, to be honest. I really like this flower down here. Let's see if we can get a good shot on it. I'll go ahead and see if I can show you guys what that looks like. Nice movement there on the flower. It's not focused. Yeah, ideally, if you're a photographer and you're not super interested in getting in people's faces, this is a good place to start. You don't necessarily need a macro lens. As you saw with that flower back there that I had taken a picture of, I had to step back a little bit because it punches in so far. But yeah, you can get out, work on composition, and just shoot in general, pretty much anything. Like here's some great flowers that a macro lens won't necessarily capture the entirety of. We can do our best to get something here. So I am going to take my time and set up these shots. As you guys can see, at least from my perspective, one result is worth it. A lot of running gun street photography, I feel like, is not premeditated. Just capturing moments that pass you by. And this one is more of an experience of finding what attracts your eye and taking your time. As you see with the macro lens, there is a lot of movement in small ways, and that can make your camera quite fidgety. Your focus system fly around the place. It is definitely a difficulty when shooting macro, but if you go manual focus, it's not so much the hindrance. There's some nice mirror hit. See if we can get those. Nice and shiny. Now this is a bit bright, so we'll turn that down a bit and take that shot right where the focus is. Nice sweet spot. But yeah, I do enjoy the macro lens. I think it is probably one of my favorite lenses. Like I was saying before, it can take a space that's super boring or limited in feel initially, and turned it into a much larger and grand exploration. Something like this, I guess in a normal photo, could be pretty ugly to most. Maybe I'm gonna pull back a little bit actually here. But you start to see the beauty in things from a macro level. Sometimes imperfections and textures start to come alive more so than they would if you were just looking at them from a larger perspective view. I do have a flower here hiding in this corner. Hibiscus of sorts, I think. I don't love it, but I do love that orange. Go ahead and snap that. Let's get a picture of this guy down here. I know you guys can't see the angle, but I'll show you guys when I snap this photo in post. Quite interesting. You gotta see the inside of that. But yeah, even a short walk around a neighborhood can become relaxing and captivating at the same time. Something to consider when you're shooting macro is the potential for bokeh is a lot higher. You have a smaller plane to work on, so the background disappears faster. A lot faster than shooting with other focal lengths and non-macro lenses. You know what? I did actually like these guys back here. Don't know why I didn't go with my gut. Once you know your camera and your gear, it's not really necessary to run around and take photos. Becoming finicky with a shot and trying to get just the right angle often just loads your camera up with a lot of images that it might not necessarily be that great. I love this. Pink and greens are nice there. And this angle gives me a nice play with the depth of field. If you notice, I tend to shoot vertical more often than horizontal. Portrait as opposed to landscape. I think it's just a comfort thing. Something I also like about this macro lens is you start to pick up on things you might not have noticed before. For instance, this plumeria having both pink and white flowers intertwined. We'll have to step somewhere else on this. On top of this brick here. That's nice right there. Sometimes I'll see something like this here and look at it on camera and I just don't love it per se, so I'll kind of look at it and then walk away. I do like these guys though. You would think with all the flowers in that shot I'd have better basis for understanding their names, but I don't. I am picking up some here and there, but not too often do I remember the flowers' names or look it up, to be honest. I don't know why I like that. That's something too. I think the more you shoot in general, regardless of what it is, the more you familiarize yourself with what you actually like, what captures your eye, and what you want to continue to capture. This one is nice. I don't really want to step on it, but I think I have no choice. But yeah, we've walked maybe, I don't know, less than a quarter of a mile. I've already taken about 20 shots of it, which I'm probably happy with most. Got a nice MacLeod up here. These guys are very hard to make look good, but this one is definitely one of the prettier ones I've seen. Yeah, it's not that I don't know any flowers' names, obviously. I called this one. Sometimes I look them up. But like these ones here, for instance, I have absolutely no idea what they're called. They look like they're perpetually trapped in snow, as if it's winter forever for them. I did take one actually earlier, these guys with the yellow. Like this bush was just lit a little bit more nice for the white leaves of that flower, that plant. I'm trying to decide here if I want the white towards the top, and I think I do. I think it brings some element of background mystery. Little orange on here. Kind of an ugly photo, but ugly in an interesting way. I do have a shaky hand. That is not great for macro. So I don't tend to shoot under 1/200. And with a thin focus plane like f2.8, it's really difficult to capture what you want. The red highlights you're seeing on the back of the camera, those are part of the EOS focus guiding system called focus peaking. You can set a couple colors, I think red, green, and blue. I think red stands out the most. I had a friend set that up for me initially when I got the camera, and I haven't turned it off. It's a very useful feature, but it can be wrong sometimes. It might register incorrectly the depth of things, become confused with where the actual silhouette background is. I like these guys. I believe these are very popular. Can't remember the name. I'll have to look that up later. But yeah, I enjoy walks like this. Very relaxing. Something simple, low effort to do, but still kind of bring out my creativity. Oftentimes when I'm feeling like my brain's just running in circles, ideas, or I've been chewing on difficult concepts too much, I'll do this to just kind of regain equilibrium. A little confrontation is not really an issue in this scene, because who wants to bother someone taking pictures of flowers? I feel like it's a bit excessive. I am a pretty big dude though, so I can't understand how some people would be a little curious as to what I'm doing. May not assume I'm taking pictures of flowers at first, but that's fine. Another reason why I think it's hard for me to do some street photography. It's not that my personality is intimidating. I think I'm pretty nice and calm for the most part, but because I am a bit larger could appear a little bit more suspicious than the average individual because of that. This guy, we have to get on the top. Cool thing about the EOS R is you can bend that screen, get an angle from the top where it might be more difficult to. Show you guys that image here. I'm gonna have it up on screen anyways, but there it is. You guys are pretty. Sometimes I will get the focus right and then just run the camera around to see what I am missing. Gonna restabilize here, put me on the ground. It's kind of difficult to choose a focus because it is the bunch that I'm looking at, but there's so many to choose between. None of them really stand out so far. Let's try something here. That one stands out. About it, but see, we are still recording here. Very nice. These guys, I know they're Bougainvillea. This is a community garden, but seen anyone in it. This guy's interesting. Sticking out here all by its lonesome. These are usually really hard to capture. I don't know why, but they never want to play with the highlights well, but I think if I lean into this tree, this should be a good shot. This is really nice. Just trying to find out where I want to But yeah, it is getting dark. I will probably call it soon. Maybe just one walk down this neighborhood. There's a kitty over there. Hi, kitty. They'll run over when you come say hi. Come. Some whites on your face. really cool cat. I think I'm gonna try to get a picture or two. Let's see what I can do here. No, it's not for you. I'm just trying to get a pic of you. Go all the way in. So I can sit down here and chill over there. Get you back across the street where you were originally. Good girl. Alright, I think she's relatively close to home. At least where I found her. She's out there chilling, so I believe we're good. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for some more videos. Maybe something more exciting in the future.